Okay, fellow dreamers, it is December 17th and it is about 7:30 in the morning, and Typhoon, tropical cyclone Odette has just come through, and I don't know how much you can see in the camera through the reflective windows here, but it's done quite a bit of damage. Over there is Ayala, and there's actually a stock area right there. It blew the fence down there. There's a fence around it, and it blew all those giant PVC pipes all over the place too. As you can see, there's a bunch of trash all in the street. People are slowly starting to kick that to the side to allow traffic through. The newer buildings look undamaged. This is a call center right here, and there's another call center over there. I don't know what goes on up in the top part, but the lights were on all night. There was also brownout. This whole area right here is a residential area. They had no power last night. Let's squat down a little bit. I don't know if the camera can pick this up. This house down here looks like it lost its roof, or part of its roof. Looks like it just folded back, so they might be able to salvage it. You can actually see the Hardy Flex with the, looks like 1x2s on top of it. It's all wet. Hopefully they can dry that out and salvage that. Also, the tree fell in front of their house, and it looks like it's locked the power line down. Also, in front of that yellow building over there, there's a little structure right in front of it that lost its roof, and it looks like that part of that roof might actually be right over there. So that's kind of wild and crazy. Like I said, it's 7:30 in the morning. Filipinos, they're used to this stuff. You know, they live in the ring of fire. They got typhoons, they got earthquakes, they got flooding, they got storm surge, they got, you know, volcanoes going off. Who knows what's going to happen any one day. So they're just out there, you know, picking up the pieces and moving on. That house over there, looks like they have a little front porch area. That they lost that too. And let's go over here. Diamond Suites and Residences. There was just a guy up there assessing the damage to his roof. And look, there's a white guy over there looking down. Huh, I wonder if he's in quarantine. And if, yeah, he's actually, looks like he's got his kids with him. And there, it looks like they're assessing the damage. Or maybe they just have a luxury suite quarantine over there with a freaking own little garden roof deck. That'd be nice. So Diamond lost a lot of its, it looks like it actually has tiles. It doesn't look like it's metal panel, it looks like it's got tiles. But you can see there's like a ridge area, and it lost those pieces. God knows where they went. That's the problem. When stuff's flying around, you never know where it's going to end. I guess the gusts were getting up to about 80 to 100 kilometers per hour last night. So stuff was flying all over the place. You can see the pool. You can see there's actually a security grate. It actually looks like a tower is falling or a scaffolding's falling, but that's actually a security grate. So kids, when they're using the pool, they won't go towards the edge and go over the wall and plummet 8 stories to their death. So that's been knocked down. There's a bunch of junk inside the pool. And those balconies, some of those balcony rooms over there, that's where I was going to stay. Decided against it because they had no internet. Also, you can see there's a bunch of like dried mud right here. So this looks like this used to be a window that you could open. You can't open any windows in these rooms now, probably because they don't want smokers hanging their heads outside. You know, especially inebriated smokers, and they're plummeting 12 stories to their death. So these are all sealed. So there's a little bit of damage. The storm, as you can see, looking this way, it's heading west. It's heading northwest, so it's going over the hills right over there. The bikes are actually, even though it's only 7:30, people are coming into Ayala to work. They got their little scooters lined up. People are walking the street. The girls all got their wet hair, so they're, you know, it's business as usual for them. Whenever you see a Filipino walking down the street with wet hair, it's business as usual. She's going to school or she's going to work. It's the way they roll. And something would impact this. And also, at one point, this scared the crap out of me because I was working on my computer at one point with the window open, a transformer blew somewhere around here, and it was a big transformer, and it was like an explosion. There was actually 2 explosions, 2 big orange flashes. Had a little bit of PTSD flashback right there. Didn't like that one bit. Ah, the dude endures. The dude endures. I think that's how it goes. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours later, and we were talking about the resiliency of the Filipino people in the face of all kinds of natural adversities and unnatural adversities and political adversities and all kinds of adversities. As you can see, they've done quite a bit of cleanup. The security grate is now leaning back up against the bushes so the kids won't plummet 7 stories to their death. One of the workers is in there cleaning up all the foliage and stuff that was flying around, clearing that out. There's still a security grate down there that's missing. I'm not sure where that is. Maybe it flew away. But you can see there's actually a family over there on the balcony. Must be a nice time to be on the balcony in the shade. This street right here has been cleaned up. There's still people down there cleaning it up. They were out there earlier with garbage bags, just cleaning up all the foliage, dragging all the fallen branches away. Diamond Suites and Residence still has some work to do on their roof. Oof, they got hit pretty hard over there. And let's go check, that's the west, let's go check south. The house that lost part of its roof, I think they're actually taking this a pretty smart way, because we knew there was going to be sun coming in after the storm. So maybe they're using the sun to dry out the hardy flecks before they try to bend the roof back together. An interesting thing about the Philippines, and other countries actually around the world, is when they nail in the metal panels, they actually use nails. They don't usually use screws. So that can cause some problems. If I ever have a house, I want a metal frame on the roof, metal panels, because I like the sound of the rain on the metal panels. But I do want to use screws, even though they're more expensive. They've cleaned this street up. They got the brush out from the street. Noreko, or their version of Noreko, I forgot what it is on Cebu, was here earlier, and they cleaned that up. They got most of the trash over here cleaned up. They got the security gates that were around the stockpile back up over there, and they have piled up those giant PVC pipes. Again, this is facing towards Ayala over here. So in only 3 hours, and I also hear chainsaws. And Filipinos love chainsaws, so this is just an opportunity for them to get their 32-inch blade McCullochs out, oil those bad boys up, fire up those fire-breathing 2-stroke engines, and just start tearing shit up. I haven't yet heard if they're going to do the COVID test today. Hopefully they will. They said they usually come in the afternoon, because I'd like to be able to get out of here tomorrow. Over in the distance, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's Bohol over there. I never realized how big Bohol was until I actually took a ferry for the first time from Dumaguete to Cebu. And there's still some dark clouds on the horizon over there, but it's mostly cleared up. It's mostly cleared up. Yeah, I remember not too long ago I did a video. We had some serious storm surge in Tinago, which is a barangay where we do the spaghetti fests, and we know a number of people that live down there. And after the storm surge basically destroyed about 30% of the dwellings, we went down there and did a video of it. And nobody was crying, nobody was weeping, everybody was just wandering around picking up the pieces and nailing, taping, and screwing them all back together. You know, when you don't have house insurance and the fleets of the repair trucks and the tinkers coming to scam everybody and build up the houses for overpriced, just gotta do it yourself. That's why every Filipino, if you ever need to get something done, like I have this poor neighbor in Pink House, so whenever anything went wrong in my house, I'd first go to YouTube and Google and try to figure out how to fix it. But if I couldn't figure it out because it was something some local Filipino, like the way they do PVC pipes and the connections and all that, and cracking open the concrete to get to the pipes, I'd have to go to him and he'd show me how to do it. So basically every Filipino, out of necessity, mother is the necessity of invention, they basically know how to do pretty much anything. Electrical, you know, plumbing, carpentry, all kinds of stuff. They might not do it to like Western standards or perfection, or make something that's ready for, you know, this old house, but at least they can get it done. So anyways, it's hot. I think I'm gonna get ready to eat my lunch. So until next time, puppies, rainbows, and unicorns for all, everybody. Take care.